Hello everyone and welcome to this Nextpoint video. We're looking at the Nextpoint dashboard today, and the key thing to remember is that this can be used for any management information purposes, such as anyone running their own business to someone who's in charge of a large project, and they want to basically keep tabs on where things are up to. Okay, now the information can be gathered from multiple sources and basically displayed in a way that's easy to understand for the users, and also obviously information can be shared with other team members on that project, so they'll all have access to that same information. And also updates of actions are possible. What do I mean by that? Obviously, if there's a task that's assigned to someone that's currently in progress, for example, and it turns out that they complete the task on time, the status of that task can then be updated to complete or what have you. We're going to be using a task management as an example in this video, but it's important to remember that it's not just limited to task management. We can also use this for such things as sales, leads management, and also market research, etc. So without further ado, we'll just get into the example here. If we have a look at the box in the top left corner, we've got upcoming events. In this case, this would be such as like meetings that are sort of booked. So if we just click in here, obviously we'd have the date of when the meeting is, a little sort of synopsis of what the meeting's about, what's on the agenda and what have you, what's to be discussed. Okay, we'll just close that. The next one would be the tasks that are assigned to various team members. Like I said before, obviously if we click into here, we would have the criteria, the task that's been set for that person, and we can basically change this information. If for whatever reason, like a certain criteria of the task changes, such as the deadline is moved forward or obviously brought back a little bit, we can change that via the little calendars here, and we can also set that from in progress to complete. If we completed it, we'd then just hit the submit button, and that would update that record. We've also got, obviously, if it was of someone's interest to see what happened in previous meetings, we've got a little box set up here for the meeting outcomes. So if we just click here, we've basically just got an overview of what was said in the meetings. This is good for if a certain team member couldn't make it to the meeting, but they've got all the information here, so obviously they're always up to speed on where the project would be up to. We've got an overall task completion overview pie chart down here, which is really useful. Obviously, this blue section would represent, in this case, how much of the project is complete. So we've got 50%. So obviously, we're on good form at the moment. We've got the orange section, which refers to tasks that are awaiting someone to actually start work on them. And we've also got the red, which shows in progress. So we've got 20% in progress here. One other useful thing we've got on here is questions and answers. If there were any sort of questions from any of the team members, everyone's got access to this information. So if we just click in this one, for example, the question would be, what are the next release deadlines? We've got the answer details down here. So again, yeah, as I say, the important thing in this case is that every team member would have access to this, so everyone's up to speed. Obviously, when the next meetings are, they'll be listed here in the upcoming events. We've got the tasks that are currently assigned to various team members. which is good. Obviously, again, everyone's got access to that to see who's working on what. It's good for obviously getting things done quickly. We've got the meeting outcomes here again, as we spoke about. The overall task completion overview for the entire project, and the questions and answers. Again, I'll just obviously say once again, this can be created for any management information purposes. It doesn't have to be task management. Someone who runs their own business, they can have whichever information that they need on here, and that can be updated, set up accordingly for them. Or someone who's in charge of a large project. We could use it for sales, leads, management, and anything to do with market research and what have you. There's so many uses for this, but this will basically just give you, a basic overline of what's possible. And yeah, we're going to wrap this video up for now. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.